Welcome, everybody, to Premium Time with John Darr. I am your host, John Darr, and my co-host is my man, Charlie Delatorre. We missed you last week, my man.
I'm upset.
I'm sure you are.
I'm upset. I'm gonna bring it up during the course of today's.
Did you actually watch last week?
Yeah, I watched it. I texted you after I watched it. I gotta tell you, it hurt a little. Colin was very familiar. He was very comfortable in his role.
He was.
I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
So he's on my list.
Yeah.
Listen, this is like a team. Am I right?
Yeah.
Can you not hear me?
I can't hear you at all.
Leo, he can't hear me. He needs to hear what I have to say.
I got nothing.
I
can hear him. He's sitting right here.
Because I'm loud as hell, but can I say that?
Yeah, here you can.
I can. Okay, great.
It's our podcast. You can say whatever you want.
Look, this is like a team.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
This is a team.
This is a
so
team.
when a team player gets injured, he doesn't lose his starting role because he's hurt. They put a bench player in.
Sometimes he does.
No. Never.
No, I think...
Rarely does that happen.
Who is the baseball player that played a million games in a row?
If you're talking about Tom Brady filling in for what's-his-name when he got hurt and then staying, that happened.
And won like 17 Super Bowls?
I'm here to tell you that there's no way that Colin is Tom Brady. That's not happening. So, I get hurt, and dude, boom, like that, replaced. Elio, you're on my list too.
Yeah.
So Colin shows up wearing that hat. Does he even have hair? I don't know. Nobody knows because he's always wearing a hat.
If he comes on the podcast again, we're getting him to take his hat off.
I don't know.
You get hurt at any moment. You get injured.
So I have a little injury. I hurt myself. All right.
There's all kinds of HIPAA rules here. We can't talk about certain things.
I can talk about my own injury.
Oh, yes, you can.
So I get hurt, and then, I can't make it on the show, and you were very sympathetic. I really appreciate that. And then the minute it starts, you mock me for getting hurt. I'm an old man.
How did you get hurt?
I'm a fat old man.
How did you get hurt?
There was a burning building. There were children inside. The only thing that matters is that the kids are okay. Okay? I don't appreciate that. I was walking down the hallway and my knee stopped working. Literally, what happened?
Really?
Yeah, that's it. Just kind of, and then now I have to have surgery at some point, and it's awesome. Anyways, so I'm ticked that Colin just felt super comfortable.
Yeah, he did.
Right? You called him your co-host. You said crap like, I've been wanting to do this for a long time.
Yeah.
That hurt? That stung a little bit.
Well.
Elio laughed at his jokes. Not cool. All right? And the kicker, because I'm a chubby guy.
Yeah.
You brought him like cobbler.
Food.
What the hell is wrong with you, dude?
Well,
I noticed that it's National Pineapple Upside Down Cake today.
An hour ago, I went to my wife and I said, "Hey, honey, it's National Pineapple Upside Down Cake."
See, Holly would do that for me.
She actually tried.
If you had
She's
given
like,
her any
if I gave her more than an hour, she'd have been like, "Oh yeah, no problem. I'll whip you up a Pineapple Upside Down Cake." But
here's the moral of this story.
Yeah,
I'm never going anywhere again for fear of losing my spot.
Yeah, well, you didn't, to be fair, you didn't actually have a choice. You were at the doctor, and I told you, I said, listen, unless your doctor's appointment is like 9 in the morning.
That's true.
You're not going to make a 3 o'clock podcast. It's just, it ain't happening.
I thought it was going to happen, but
I've been to the doctor, and I sit there for
it's bad when you go to the doctor, and then the one doctor walks in and he goes, this is a little outside of my scope of expertise, so I'm going to bring in a specialist that does this. And then you go, but I was just walking down the hall.
Yeah.
Like, what did I do?
I thought I was going to be under my copay and deductible.
No.
Not anymore, because Dr. Specialist is here.
3 appointments
and there's
in the same
tests
day.
we have to run. And
You ever had an MRI?
Yes.
That is like some kind of torture device.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
Yeah. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty laid back. I don't get anxious.
Yeah, it's anxiety.
And I'm laying in the tube going,
yeah. It's crazy.
Okay, is this over yet?
When we get a little later in the show during our live music update, I have a funny story about the MRI technician who did my thing.
I got a funny colonoscopy story too, but we're not going to talk about that.
Actually, I know that story. It's oof.
Hey everybody, it's April 20th. It is National Lookalike Day, whatever that means.
That's true. That goes without saying that Courtney is funnier than you. According to Wally.
Is funnier than John, and prettier.
Yeah,
smarter. There's a whole long list of things that but she's not fatter than me. Wally, I can promise you that.
Wally stating the obvious.
I'm fatter and I'm taller. Courtney Darr, this podcast should be named to the old maid.
Courtney, Ask your
Love ya.
Ask your father.
Don't
what
you
I
have a
wanted-
test? Don't you have a final or something to study for?
Courtney, I'm telling you, later tonight, call your dad and ask him. Ask him what I wanted to call this podcast.
Oh, okay.
All right, and you'll get a kick out of that.
I don't remember, but
You don't remember?
no.
I can't say it.
Is it in Spanish?
But definitely not.
Mojo time?
It's definitely.
National Lookalike Day. It's also National
Oy.
Cheddar Fries Day. I could have brought you National Cheddar. I could have brought you cheddar fries.
I don't have that.
I figured
I don't have national.
neither one of us need cheddar fries.
Hell, I would have taken lima beans, dude. It was National Lima Bean Respect Day. What?
Yeah, you get no respect. You're
fine.
like Rodney Dangerfield.
I get no respect.
No respect. All right. So today's positive quote of the day is, let today be the day you give up who you've been for who you can become. What do you think of that?
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Really good.
Give up.
Did you miss me last week?
I actually like who I've been.
Did you miss me last
So
week?
I don't really want to change who I could become, but yeah. Yes, I did miss you.
Honestly?
Yes. Absolutely.
I didn't need
You're
you
my
to
you're my
say that
guy.
into the camera.
I
So
missed
needy. Don't
you
do it. I'm kidding.
painfully
Here, Colin.
bad.
Colin, listen up, buddy.
Colin, I love Colin. Colin knows that I love Colin.
Whatever.
But
He's got no hair. You don't even know he's got
I
hair.
missed Charlie. It's an old guy podcast, and Colin is not an old guy.
That's true. He's cooler than I
He's
am.
a young whippersnapper.
Well, I missed you. I'm glad to be back.
Thanks.
for letting me
I'm
go.
glad
my
you're
rant.
okay.
6 minutes in, I feel a little better. I vented. I didn't say. I walked right in, sat in this chair, didn't say a word. to
You didn't
anybody.
even get injured.
No.
As you walked in.
No, I'm already hurt.
You walked in. You said the one leg is broken. Now the other leg is hurting because you're limping.
It's true. Hey, can we go back real quick? Because I did kind of hurt it the same day we did that live on location thing with.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank.
Mitch Glazer.
With Mitch and
Yeah.
and
Celebration Point. Or not Celebration. Stan Velasco takes
thank you. I couldn't get it out. The
Yeah.
Tech Park, Tech City. Really cool that day.
Yeah.
What a great opportunity to walk around, see Mitch. Thanks for having us out there. That was super cool.
Yep.
Really great things happening out there, I think.
Yeah, it's
So
exciting.
it is.
That's the kind of project I love for the town and the community and that kind of stuff. They're doing such great
Well, and Mitch
stuff.
is such the prototypical entrepreneur. He sees that opportunity. He has a vision for it. It was great. I
Yeah,
really
you guys
enjoyed
only
that day.
saw like what 20 minutes or something
Yeah,
like that.
something
but
like that.
we were probably there hour and a half,
couple
2
hours,
hours,
yeah.
something like that. And Mitch is such a great guy. I'm sure if you went out there and wanted to walk around, he'd give you a tour of Tech City and they've got lots of great stuff going on. So yeah, we enjoyed.
A lot of fun. I'm glad we did that. We'll have to do that
Being out
again
there.
sometime, going to on set or on location somewhere. That was a lot of fun.
We're definitely going to Celebration Point.
Way better than Colin being here
I
last
talked to those guys and they said, yeah, we'd love to have you and your 2,000 viewers out here.
It's a lot of viewers, man. I just ranted for 8 minutes in front of a lot of people.
It's amazing how many people are actually watching this
I know, it's
podcast,
great.
and I
Sounds
can't.
like the old guys. People want to see some old people.
Old people rock.
Courtney.
Old people rock. Yes, go study for your tests.
Yeah.
Only real men wear pink.
That's true. I would agree with this.
This is a shirt from Scioto, which is a famous golf course in Ohio.
We're being heckled by your kid on live TV.
That's
That's
par
pretty-
for the course,
yeah.
as the old golfing term.
Let's write that down.
Par for the course. They love to pick on Big Daddy. So, all right. So let's talk about. We've got this new segment that we talk about sales tips, and I would love if you enjoy the segment. Please comment if you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, whichever you're watching. Let us know what you think because we love feedback and any feedback helps. So, all right. So the tip today, or the sales tip today, is to create context that makes your prospects care. So too many salespeople now lead with the strength of their product and their service, and they don't understand that people don't always buy things just because of their product or service attributes. It has to be sometimes an emotional decision. Like, for example, one of the things we talk about with insurance is, did you know that 1 out of every 5 cars on the road have no insurance? No insurance at all. So regardless of what my insurance has, it makes people aware that, holy cow, I'm at risk. There's 1 out of every 5 people driving around without insurance. I need to solve that problem. So if you can take, and don't you agree, a salesman thinks about, how do I solve this problem of there's people out there driving around without insurance?
Absolutely. So when we were talking about the sales tip idea and you talked about this issue, that's exactly what came to my mind. Was as many of our organizations are run through having somebody being primarily responsible for sales, whether you have sales reps or clerks in your store or wait staff that's selling food. And oftentimes, as sales reps, we really spend too much time talking about the features and benefits of our products, as opposed to listening to what the client's particular problem is and then finding a way to solve that.
Right.
If you're doing that, you're really not selling as much as you are simply solving a problem, right? And that becomes a whole lot easier for the client, or for the customer, patient, whatever it is, and yourself, the salesperson, and the organization as a whole. So I totally agree with that.
And it's a mindset. You know, if you go into somebody and say, hey, I've got this magazine and page number 79 is wide open and you can advertise. Well, that's not necessarily, they don't care.
No.
But if they need to sell more products, if their issue is, hey, I need to get my name out there, I need people to know about this product, I need people to, I need to sell more products. Okay, this is one way, advertise in the magazine, and you'll get that name. You know what I mean?
I do. Well, one of these, I think, and maybe not today, but we should spend some time, I think, talking about effective listening, right? And how do sales reps use effective listening techniques to be able to then present to a customer or a client the thing that is most important to them.
Yeah, the solution.
The solution. Younger, less experienced sales reps they kind of want to throw up all the information.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And
throw it all up.
They want to give it out there, as opposed to really understanding what the customer is looking for, needing, what their particular issue is, and then finding the feature or benefit within our products, no matter what you're selling, whether it's advertising or insurance, and then fitting that to go. And you mentioned every sale being an emotional sale. Remember Tom Hopkins? Tom Hopkins was a world famous, particularly in real estate, but then went on to be like a sales trainer and a management trainer. And I got a chance to listen to him speak one time in Doral, actually in Miami, about 10 or 12 years ago. And he talks about how every sale is an emotional sale. And that's exactly what you just said. It is an emotional experience. And so you're asking them to spend their own money, to part with their own resources. You're having them try to fix a particular problem. It is emotional. Yeah. So I think you're absolutely right. You got to provide some context to whatever that feature and benefit might be, as opposed to just giving them a menu of products and saying, which one would you like? Yeah. And then when you're not successful as a rep, why am I not selling? Why am I not closing? Yeah. It's a big reason why.
So if you enjoy this segment, comment, like I said, comment, and we'll keep doing the sales tips. Hopefully that helps you. If you're in sales, hopefully gives you an idea or some mindset that will help you sell more things. So we have a big event coming up. We have a couple big events coming up. And I think we have someone on the phone that is going to join us and talk about a big event that's happening this Thursday, the 22nd, on The Amazing Give is having their big event this year, and April 22nd from 7 a.m. Are you up at 7 a.m.?
Always.
Yeah. I am actually, sadly enough, because we're both old guys.
I know.
We're up at 7 a.m. and at 7 p.m. sometimes we're asleep. But anyway, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So Leslie Bannis is on the phone. Leslie, are you there?
Hi, John. Hi, Charlie.
Hi. How are you doing?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Oh, I'm so excited that you're here. Tell your lucky, wonderful husband that I said hey.
That's how you start every one of these. Listening.
I love Patrick, and I mess with him every time I can. How awesome Leslie is. He needs it. Yes, he does. He and I are buddies, so we like to mess with each other, for sure. Hey, thanks for being here. Tell us about The Amazing Give and all the awesome things that are going to happen on Thursday.
Yes, so The Amazing Give is through the Community Foundation of North Central Florida. This is our 6th Giving Day, and so we are set for April 22nd on Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 95 nonprofit organizations participating. There's lots of fun activities, prizes, matching gifts on pages. So if you visit theamazinggive.org, you can follow throughout the day on the Community Foundation Facebook page. But just trying to raise money for all the good causes in our community.
Awesome.
So great, man.
Hey, I have a promotion for you, and I don't know if this is I don't know how this is gonna come off, but Here's what I would like.
Oh boy.
I would like for every person that comments on the YouTube video of this podcast, make sure they comment. I will donate $5 to the Amazing Give, up to a maximum of $500.
Wow.
So
That's great.
So all you have to do, if you're out there and you've seen us on YouTube, just comment Charlie's awesome or I like John Darr better.
No, we're really trying to go against Colin at this point. Remember, so we
hate Colin. We never want to see him back again.
That's what I'm talking about.
Or
poor Colin.
Something. I don't know. I don't care what you comment, but for every comment we get on this YouTube, I will donate $5 up to a maximum of $500. So I got to figure out how to find $500 between now and Thursday. But hey, Leslie, how does that sound?
That sounds amazing. Thank you for doing that. And we hope to have a lot of businesses and local individuals do that to help us raise a lot of money during the Giving Day. So thank you.
You're welcome. Great. Hey, so if they go online, how could they donate? What's the name of the website and give us some scoop on that?
Yes. So if you go to theamazinggive.org, and once you hit that page, you'll be able to search for your favorite organization or favorite cause, and you'll be able to donate.
Awesome. So theamazinggive.org, simple as that.
And
Very simple.
And you said there's 95 area or groups that are involved, right?
Yes, there are 95 organizations ranging from all causes in our community.
That's great.
It's definitely something to find something that you support to be able to give online. And we hope to see the community. We're hosting a community wrap party at Celebration Point on the 22nd, so Thursday evening from 5:30 to 7:30. We're hosting a wrap party to do a countdown for the Giving Day. We're inviting the community to come out. We'll have music by Elio, and we will have food and drinks by the Keys. It's open to the community to come join us at Celebration Point to wrap up the Giving Day.
Awesome. Well, I was out in Celebration Point last week, and I love that place, man.
Oh, man, it's so great.
Such a great place.
It's super cool.
Yeah, that's a place to social distance and be out there, and hopefully we can see some nonprofits, see some community support, and get behind supporting the Amazing Give for our wrap party.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It was, and I think it's not going to be so hot on Thursday, right? It's going to be a little cooler, maybe?
Yeah, I think the evenings have been pretty nice, right? I mean, I know it was raining this weekend.
High Friday is 70.
Yeah, great. Oh, perfect.
So I don't know what Thursday's like. It might be 102.
It's going to be a great wrap party.
It'll be great weather for giving.
Yeah, exactly.
Good answer, Leslie. Exactly. See, you are awesome. Hey, Leslie, thanks so much for coming on the show and telling everybody about the Amazing Give. Anything else you want to add or let people know?
Thank you, and visit theamazinggive.org. Donate. You can start donating now.
You do a great job. Barzella told me that Leslie runs this thing, and she does an amazing job. So congratulations, and I'm sure Thursday will be a long day, a stressful day, but I'm sure it'll be fun. We'll have a good time.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
So there you go.
Oh, that was great.
Leslie Bandis talking about the Amazing Give, a wonderful event that will happen again Thursday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So if you're feeling like you're in that giving mood,
that's awesome.
Or if you just want me to give them my money, just comment on the YouTube.
I'm going to put just like one word comments.
Just one letter.
No, I mean, yeah.
Boy, you got to comment on YouTube.
Who just cost me $5?
Yes, Van Stuckey.
Van Stuckey. Wouldn't you know it? Good Lord.
Van's got to spread that out like one letter.
Van, yes. Thanks. Hey, seriously, Van, thanks for watching, because I know you have something better to do than to watch us goof off. But I appreciate you commenting. So
he said comedy hour.
Comedy hour, yes. It's his break. It's his lunch break. I'm sure he's taking his lunch break. Listen to us ramble on about craziness. But no, thanks for commenting. I appreciate it. I've known Van for only about 100 years. So
do I know him? I don't think I know him.
He works at UAA. He's a great guy. Okay. And he's freaking hilarious. But he's one of these guys that he says very little, but every time I get around him, I'm
cracks you up.
Oh my God.
That's great.
He's hilarious. He does not say anything unless it's hilarious. So anyway, good to hear from you, Van Stuckey. And by the way, that's another one that married up. He married Melissa, rock star.
I'm noticing a pattern, by the way. Have you seen a pattern?
There's a rock star. Yeah. And he married way up.
There's a pattern.
Way to go.
That's awesome.
All right. So What else we got? Oh, we've got the Cajun Crawfish Boil, April 24th to benefit Tyler's Hope. So 24th is Saturday night?
Yeah,
right?
it is. I
That
think it
would
is.
be Saturday night. So
This Saturday. Do you like crawfish?
Oh,
Oh, dude, you and me both, man.
I can just sit there and
Oh, man, me too.
Eat
I
'em.
love that stuff.
I'll peel them,
So
eat them,
much.
and they're messy.
So good.
And it's I think it's crawfish season.
Is it?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I do.
So.
I do. I love them.
Cajun Crawfish. So if you like Cajun Crawfish Saturday night, go to Tyler's Hope, and you can find that information. There's still tickets available. I don't know how much they are.
Starting to feel a little bad that I badmouthed Colin. It wasn't his fault.
Colin, we love you.
I feel a little bad about it now.
Yeah. Charlie's just mean.
I mean, I don't feel that bad.
Charlie's
but
mean.
I'm feeling a little bad.
He's mean. He injured his leg. It's karma.
Yeah. It
Talk
was
bad
an
about.
accident.
I'm sure it was.
Just he came
He
in.
first told me he did it in his sleep.
I did.
So I was like,
kind of just
"Good
because I didn't
Lord."
think I tore the meniscus in my knee, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
Time for Our Town Senior Times Article of the Week.
Well, I'm going to do a couple
Baby.
things today. Thanks for bringing that up. Obviously, we're going to talk about two things. One is the fact that you're using the magazine to go over events.
I know.
So, quick story. We sat down and John was like, man, we need to talk about a couple of events. Where's Our Town? And he went right to the book, flipped it open.
Bam.
Picked the day, and he was able to look through the magazine and find some events that are coming up this particular weekend. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in the music thing.
Yeah, different segment.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but it was great. We were able to kind of talk about those things.
Yep.
That calendar has a lot of shelf life. I would encourage you guys to find a printed copy in town if you don't get one in the mail, and if you don't, go to visitourtowns.com. You can check on the click on the digital edition, and you can flip through the digital edition and find the calendar. And that's a great resource within the magazine. And then obviously, I want to encourage everybody to continue to vote for Our Town's favorites. This is the last week, so you don't have to hear me talk about it any longer. But the vote and the link.
Are we winning the podcast
Who's we?
section?
I don't look at the results.
You don't cheat?
No, I don't cheat, man. No.
Like, fill the ballot box?
I don't stuff the ballot box. I don't.
There's a lot of that going on
It's funny you
from
said
what
that,
I
though.
hear.
I mean, actually, in this one, you can vote more than once, so it
Oh!
works out pretty well.
This is going to be the...
I will say this, though, interestingly enough, at the end of the whole process, so it ends Friday at midnight, so if you go to towerpublications.com, you can click on the little thing that says favorites on the top. It'll take you directly to the website, or go to ourtownfavorites.com and go online, and you can vote for whatever you'd like. If it's anything like last year, and we have a whole lot more votes, I don't know what we're at now, but a whole lot more votes than last year, there were many categories where the difference between the winner and one of the finalists came down to 1 or 2 votes.
Oh.
So I'm saying that to encourage all of you who have been doing this for 6 or 7 weeks at this point to go and vote, because there's still plenty of time, and your vote honestly could really make a difference between a winner and a finalist.
So if my staff at Darr Shakow Insurance is out there listening,
there's
right?
a few categories that they can
Please
vote in.
go vote. If you vote for Darr Shakow as your favorite insurance agency, you can have the rest of the day off. How about that?
It's 3:30.
Hey,
You gonna let them off for the rest of the day?
if they vote and we win,
Oh, and we win.
no wait, just vote. I mean, if we win, whatever. Just go vote.
So I think
Make sure we win.
I think there's a category.
I've got
for-
like 50-something employees, so
for
if they
our
all vote
town-
like 27 times, there's no way we can
I mean, that's true.
possibly lose.
So now we count that as 57 votes, all right, 50 whatever vote,
Whatever.
right? But the number of votes tabulates per category. But I think we have our town's favorite insurance agent, so they could vote for. And in particular, I would not be voting for you. I'd be voting for somebody on your team.
Oh, dang it.
Come on, man! I gotta vote for somebody.
Carrie, Janet, they're all really good.
Yeah, they're all pretty good. Rochelle.
I agree. Rochelle's
So you got to
awesome.
vote. You can vote for your favorite insurance agent, and then you can also vote for your favorite insurance agency. So you could be named. More
What about
than once.
podcast?
Podcast is listed on there.
Oh.
So there is an Our
And we
Town's-
haven't gotten any votes?
I don't know who got any votes. This will be kept hermetically sealed in an envelope given to Johnny Carson only.
Dang.
At the conclusion of all of this, and then we will announce all of the winners and all of the finalists in our July-August edition of Our Town. We take about 4, 5, 6 weeks to contact all of the finalists and let them know that they were named one of the finalists, and we're working on some sort of a virtual event to announce the winners live when the issue comes out. More on that down the road, but those are the two things I wanted to mention for Our Town. Thanks for the chance to do so. Thanks,
Sure.
buddy.
Absolutely. Love it. All right. And what else? It is time for the
It's golf news.
golf news. Sports update. Let it roll, Elio. All right, so we have big news. Former Buchholz girls golfer Amelia Williams and her James Madison Dukes won their conference championship, with Amelia finishing third individually. So way to go, Amelia Williams. She's a freshman at JMU, and she is rocking
Wow.
it.
That's awesome.
I call her Meals. That's her nickname. So
I saw that in the notes. I was
way
like,
to go, Meals. She is killing it.
That's crazy. That's great.
And another former Buchholz girls golfer named Mindy Herrick, who's a senior at UNF, also finished tied for 13th at her last tournament in Macon, Georgia. And I think today was their last day of their conference tournament, and they were in second as a team.
Wow.
And Mindy was, I think, the leading osprey on the girls golf team.
This is
so she's
UNF?
kicking butt. At UNF, yep,
Nice,
sorry,
okay.
University of North Florida, and that's in Macon, Georgia. So Mindy has finished in the top 15 in all 6 events in her senior season.
Wow. That's awesome.
I mean, I know that doesn't make huge
are you
nightly
kidding?
news, but to me,
Yeah, that's great.
that is some real sports news that
Seriously.
warms your heart, is seeing these kids that
That's
they played at Buchholz and now they're going on to playing college and doing great. So the other news, golf news, was Stuart Sink won the Hilton Head RBC Hilton Head Open at age 47.
So how you don't see that very often, do you?
No,
Those post 40-year-old guys
no.
winning.
And his son was caddying.
Nah,
That was
cool.
such a great story.
That's pretty great.
I mean, Stuart Sink, I'm not a huge Stuart Sink fan because he beat Tom Watson in an event, and my buddy is the largest Tom Watson fan you'll ever meet in your life.
Wow.
Quick story. Do we have? Okay.
Yeah, we got
So me and my buddy, who's this huge Tom Watson fan, are at the Masters one year, right?
yes.
And Tom Watson and his caddy are walking down the edge of the fairway, and we're 5 feet from Tom Watson, right? His caddy, Bruce, takes one of Tom's balls and throws it to my buddy, right? So my buddy, Clay Wilson, I will name you, Clay Wilson, freezes, completely chokes. The ball hits him in the chest, falls on the ground, and I had to go over, pick up the ball, and go,
Hey, did you want this?
here, this is yours. He's like completely starstruck. He completely froze. I love you too, Clay Wilson, but that was, to me, one of the most hilarious stories, because you got to know how big of a Tom Watson fan Clay Wilson was.
That's
and
awesome.
When he froze, we just kid him for years in college. So
I missed the Masters wrap up too.
yep,
Last
Masters.
week. Man.
Matsuyama won the Masters, first Japanese player. So
that.
that's kind of exciting, kind of cool.
Yep.
It was a boring Masters. I didn't like it.
It wasn't very exciting. And he kind of, although he tried to make it interesting at the end a little.
He did. But
A little.
It
but
was-
it was not great.
So anyway, we also have a new segment next week from my buddy, our friends at IT Pro TV. They're going to put together a tech tip.
Nice.
So we're going to roll a 2 or 3 minute tech tip next week. So stay tuned. If, obviously you're sitting in front of a computer, if you're watching this.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, we're not on Cox Cable. Ellie, are we on Cox Cable yet? No, not yet. Okay.
No.
So you'll get tech. We'll do some tech tips from IT Pro TV. So we're excited about having them come aboard and do some stuff there too. So
Awesome.
any other news? I wrote some other news that I thought we might be able to talk about that may be of interest.
I would like to go through these other news notes.
All right.
Because the first one cracks me up.
A-Rod and J-Lo broke up. So A-Rod and J-Lo, I guess, are no longer a thing. Is that right?
I don't care.
You don't.
No, I don't like either one of them.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you're
man.
out.
I just don't. They don't do it for me.
Well, they broke up. It's very sad.
Oh, I'm busted up. Yeah.
Alma Wahlberg passed away.
Who is that?
That's Donnie Wahlberg and the Mark Wahlberg's
Okay,
mom.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch?
Yes, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch's mother. She passed
Well,
away.
that's sad. I don't know her, but that's
She was in a reality show I used to watch sometimes.
the Wahlburger thing.
Yeah.
I never watched it.
Yeah, she was in
I
there.
do
She was a
really
character.
like bad reality TV, though.
I
God, I'm a sucker for it, especially if
I
it's
am
got to
too.
do with cooking.
Cooking.
Oh, man.
I like all the reality. My wife, too. We just sit there and watch reality
Somebody at
shows.
the office told me that a long time ago. I've never seen the show Big Brother,
Yeah, I've seen that.
but that I should have been on Big Brother at some point. And I don't
You're
know
a star. No, there's no question.
why. That's not what I know. No.
You should have
That's
been
not- I
a Big
don't know what
Brother.
that means,
Big Brother's
but
the
no.
deal. They put everybody, they lock them in a house, and they video every minute of every day, everything that these people do.
Yeah, that
and there's no
sounds
phones, and there's
terrible.
no TV.
So how
they-
do you win?
They don't. They vote you out. It's like Survivor.
So it's like you have to master manipulate your way through the house. Well, that does sound like fun, actually. Now that I think about
I
it.
think you would be a great Big Brother candidate. I'm
Challenge
voting for
accepted.
you. Right after I get done with faves, our town favorites,
You gotta
I'm going to go vote for
for-
you for
add
Big
me to the
Brother.
list
I
now.
might not do anything
Don't you
tomorrow.
have to be like 20 and hot to be on that show?
No.
Oh.
There will be somebody on the show that's 20 hot, but that's not you.
No, okay.
So
great.
you will be the old guy that is
Yeah.
a little chunky.
That's right.
That will be you.
Don't say husky.
You'll fill
dude.
that
That's
role.
what my mom used to buy from Sears when I was a kid was husky clothes.
Husky. Yeah, there's Bitcoin price update is $56,000. It went to like 65,000. Now it came back to 56. I still don't understand it. I don't own any Bitcoin, but I think there's a lot of people that do. I have a friend of mine that owns Doggy Coin, and he bought Doggy Coin at like 2 cents,
Oh.
and now it's
7
40 cents.
Oh, is it 40 now? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it is like 40 cents.
38, 32, something like that.
It's crazy how
So
Elon
he's a
Musk
multimillionaire.
can tweet. Elon Musk can tweet something and it goes up like 300%.
It's crazy. So
I know.
I don't know any. I don't. Other big news: 2 guys passed away in a Tesla car crash, unfortunately,
I have a question about this.
and neither one were in the driver's seat.
It was dry. It was like a
They
selfless driver.
hit
or
the
whatever.
self-driving button, and one hopped in the passenger seat, and one hopped in the back seat, and they were out driving.
Okay, so all kidding aside,
Yeah.
what happens to auto insurance when cars are self-driving?
So insurance follows the car. So your insurance follows the car typically. So that's where it starts. So whoever insured the car itself, that insurance will be primary. It also will go to the driver.
Yeah, but if you're no longer okay, work with me here, all right? Pretend this is Minority Report and I'm Tom Cruise and every car now is a self-driving vehicle.
Yeah.
Is there a need for car insurance?
Well, yeah.
So
I
see-
think so. If they hit stuff,
But
at some point they're not going to hit stuff.
whose responsibility then is it?
Whoever owns the car.
But what if the car doesn't have that?
That's why I
anymore?
tell people, hey, look, if you've got a 21-year-old in the house and you're the owner of that 21-year-old's car, like your name is on the title or the title of the car, if they're driving it around, they're going to sue you as
Sure.
the owner of the car. You may not even be in the car
Right,
or
right.
in the accident,
But you own it.
but you own it and you're getting sued. Same thing with Tesla. If nobody's driving the car, Charlie Della Torre owns the Tesla, you're in a lawsuit. They're suing you.
Okay, so that's into today's world. What happens 20 years from now? Maybe not 20, maybe it's 30 or 40 years.
Yeah.
When every car is self-driving, will there be a need for auto insurance?
I don't think so.
Is that crazy?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know how that's going to work because if I'm jumping in something that is driven by a computer, I'm still a little worried that their computers glitch.
Sure. Oh yeah.
So,
But it's all about liability, right? So like at some point,
right
when
at some point,
who's
at fault?
who is at fault? Is it the manufacturer?
Yeah.
Is it the software company?
I think it's going to still come down to
Isn't
who
that
owns the
interesting?
vehicle. Yeah, no, we talk about it all the time.
You do.
Nobody cares, but
Because-
there's articles
Well, especially
about it.
we live in a pretty rural. I'm sorry, I'm going to get on the weeds here, but we're a pretty rural community, right? So there's a lot of driving
Yeah.
still, and
Sure.
But if you're in a larger city and you have a car,
Yeah.
I'm wondering what happens then, right?
Yeah.
There's so much disruption in so many industries right now as technology continues to change the way we do everything in our lives. I'm curious to see how that will get impacted in the future.
It will.
Something
And-
that you think will always be there, and then something technologically changes that, and it may never be there again.
It could absolutely. go
Weird,
away.
right?
Yes, and that's why the insurance tip of the day is buy uninsured motorist coverage, because if
That's a perfect
you're
segue.
driving
What is that stat again?
your car, 1 out of every 5 people have no insurance.
Oh, my.
Not like a little bit of insurance, like none.
Yes, and Florida is worse than most states, right?
Florida's worse, and we have a lot of attorneys here.
Oof.
So, yes, 1 in 5. So buy uninsured motorist. If you don't believe me, call any personal injury attorney out there and ask them if you should buy uninsured motorist, and they will say yes. So
Incredible.
So we started out with cheddar fries, lima beans, and pineapple upside down cake, and we finished with uninsured motorists.
I got over it. I was all bitter at first. I got so upset
This could be
it was
the worst show ever.
Freaking no pineapple upside down cake, and you bring it right back to the beginning. Now I'm all hot and bothered again.
All right, I can't wait to next week to see if it's a food item. We're making it and we're bringing it.
What is it? We got to figure that out.
I don't know.
We
Stay
should
tuned.
Take turns.
Stay tuned. If you watch this week, Lord, thank you. God bless you
we
for
were maybe
watching.
a little low.
Thank
It was
you.
my fault. I blame me.
Wait till next week. We might have some food. Charlie might be here. He might trip over his own 2 feet and injure his knee.
You know who won't be here?
I don't know. Who? Colin.
Colin's not coming.
I might invite him. All
I
right.
love Colin so much. I feel bad.
Hey, thanks for watching. Remember, $5 for every comment on YouTube, up to $500. First $5 is going out to on behalf of Van Stuckey. Thanks so much for watching, Charlie, my man. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, buddy. Loved it.
Y'all be good. Take care. Thanks, Elio and Fiesta Media.
And I love Colin.
Thanks, Elio and Fiesta Media. Fiesta Media. 352-327-5089. Call them if you want your own podcast, and you can goof off like we do for an hour every week.
Thanks, Elio. See you guys.